Club. To begin with the headlines, cases of theft have become so rampant at the school. The construction of the school wall fence is set to resume this week. Pupils appreciate this will increase their safety at school. Letter writing has rocked primary 7 with some candidates focusing on love other than academics. In sports news, Adyel Primary School will host football competitions this week, and the Scouts will go for camping on Thursday this week. Now news in full details by Adyel Road. Cases of theft has become so rampant at the school. Pupils cry for intervention. We have our news reporter Ongena Michelle K with the full details. Cases of theft have highly risen among pupils. In the recent weeks, many pupils have been complaining about their properties being stolen by their friends. While others were caught stealing, some of the pupils turned thieves ha- have never been caught, and this might have been the reason why they kept stealing other people's properties. Last week, it was a big shock when a pupil of primary one stole money from one of the teachers' but later money was recovered and the pupil's parents were called too. Last week it was a big shock when a pupil of primary one stole money from a teacher's bag, but later the money was recovered and the pupil's parent was called to school but preferred no punishment for the child. The act of theft was has drawn attention of parents who complain about their children going back home with their properties. Parents have been advised to always teach their children and check whether they have not returned home with properties that do not belong to them to their friends. Meanwhile, some pupils have requested the school administration to suspend those ones caught stealing. Thank you for listening. Reporting to you by your news reporter Michelle Faith. The construction of the school wall fence is set to resume this week. Pupils appreciate this will increase their safety at school. We have our news reporter Adyel Elizabeth with the full details.
The construction of the school wall fence is expected to resume this week. Last week, the school management committee members sat down and approved the construction, which immediately some works were already being seen done. Last week, Saturday, several strips of sand, concrete bricks, and other materials were being brought to the site, indicating a good progress in the project. The school were filled with excitement because the wall fence will provide maximum security to them and their properties, and this will prevent some pupils who escape from school during or after preps to go for rolled eggs at the nearby center. Last year, Lira City Council gave at their primary school funds to construct the wall fence, but the school extended the project with the aims of fencing the whole school, which is an indication of good leadership at their primary school. Thank you for listening. Reporting to you by Adyel Journalism.
Letter writing has rocked primary 7 with some candidates focusing on love other than academics. We have our news reporter Atala Penny and Linda with the full details.
Causes of indiscipline has rocked some classes with letter writing taking lead among pupils. While parents send their pupils to school for studies, some pupils have resorted to love letters writing among themselves. It was shocking when some primary 7 pupils were found exchanging love letters with one girl pleading in a letter addressed to a boy that the boy should allow him be the girlfriend. In other classes, especially primary 5 and 6, love letters writing is also rampant, and these pupils are acting as if they have already made it in life. Pupils are advised to stop this act and concentrate in academics, and their lifetimes will come later. Thanks for listening. This has been your young journalist.
In sports news, Adyel Primary School will host football competition this week and the Scouts will go for camping on Thursday this week. We have our news reporter Abaja Faith with the full details.
Sports news.
Adyel Primary School is in in sports news. Adyel Primary School is in idea of preparation for the football competition scheduled for tomorrow Tuesday at Adyel Primary School playground. This year, Adyel Primary School will be represented by both boys and girls, and the competition expected to have some schools within Lira City. Last week in a trial, the girls played boys in a game that showed the boys beating girls team 4-1. This the game's and sport teacher showed his happiness how the girls are improved and said there is a sign of good performance in the competition. Still in sports, scouts of Adia Primary School will leave for their camping on Thursday this week. According to reports, the scouts will leave for Lira City camping site located at Akipwa Stadium in a competition that will that will take about 4 to 5 days. For many years now, Adyel Primary School has dominated scouting in Lira City and nationwide. Adyel has always been shining. As the journalism department of Adyel Primary School, we wish both footballers and scouts good luck as they represent our great school. Thank you for listening. Reporting to you by Better Faith. To wind up the news, let me take you back to the headlines. Cases of cases of theft has become so rampant at the school. Pupils cry for intervention. The construction of the school wall fence is set to resume this week. Pupils appreciate this will increase their safety at school. Letter writing has rocked primary 7 with some candidates focusing on love other than academics. In sports news, Adyel Primary School will host football competition this week and the Scouts will go for camping on Thursday this week. This has been your news reporters from Adyel Boarding Primary School.